everyone, video 4. I am working upside down. I'm going to work here on these 2 jars and also what's behind this large jar. I've got several things mixed right here on my palette. This is the Horizon Blue, Viridian Green, Cerulean Blue, Aurelian, Vermilion, Cobalt Blue. Let's see if this gets us into the painting. I'm sure I will be reaching for my ultramarine blue and maybe some burnt umber or burnt sienna. I'm just not sure. I've got the large brush and I just want you to see that this is a Winsor Newton Scepter Gold Series 2. This is a 10, and the point, the round, is broken with worn bristles, but it's great for mixing paint and pushing paint around on the paper. I've got the Holbein flat. This is a half an inch. This is an 8 Scepter Gold Series 2 Winsor Newton worn brush. Once again, it's great for pushing paint around, lifting paint. But here are the 3 Aqua Elites Princeton brushes. They're really holding a point for me. So those are the brushes I've selected for today. I'm going to start over here and work from the left to the right. I'll finish over here, but let's go ahead and get these in. So using my number 8 Aqua Elite, I'm going for this Aurelian. So I am turning my photograph upside down as well. And starting over here, adding a little bit of blue and a little more blue just to push it past the green, past the green. I'm going to start putting in the shapes. Okay, this is actually the wire handle. Once it dries, I'll be able to put in some of that darker color. This is really a neutral of the green and the vermilion. There are some pretty colors here. Okay, so something like that. All right, let's move to this one. Same recipe, vermilion and viridian. So here we have the lid again, which in my transfer did not transfer. I didn't get it, so I'm adding it. I think, okay, there it is. Takes a little time to figure it all out. And I don't always see it correctly the first time. I don't get too upset about that. I just want you to know I do not get too upset about it. I just work it out as I go. Up here there's a highlight, so lightening this up could help me a little later. Viridian's a little on the staining side, so just lightening up a little will help me later. This first stage is where we just get down the color so we can start to see the whole painting as a whole. At least I need to see it as a whole. Right now, I don't need to have everything in the right place. I just have to have a pretty good indication of where things are going. So back to that little bit of blue. Okay, this is the complement blue, cobalt blue, and vermilion. It makes a lovely neutral complement. And a little of this right there. This is that rubber seal. Which plays against the blues really nicely. just starting to touch into the background. I see some lighter values there. Not sure, but you know. And over here as well, there's something here. Yeah. There we go. And while that's wet, I can just put in a little bit of cobalt blue to neutralize it. And I'm deliberately leaving this corner untouched for now. We've talked about how when you set up a water border, how you can do something like this, just drop in the paint and the water border will hold. And this is cobalt. And all these little serendipitous things that happen in the background should prove to support the painting as we move on. I'm just dropping in a little more of the vermilion. This is cobalt blue. I'm not sure where I am with drying stage, so I'm going to be kind of careful. All right, I'm going to go get some of the ultramarine. I want to hold on to this edge, just like that. Okay. Just trying to stay light. Now I do have some horizontal lines in there. I'm just going to hold on to them right here to see if they're going to support what we're trying to do. Let's just see. We can knock them out later. I suppose I just like what happens when you play with the paint and have no real expectations and just try to see what lovely little things can happen. You know, and because it's light enough, you can come back later and decide to do something different. This is ultramarine blue, and I'm going to now secure the edge of this glass jar. There's that horizontal line again. Okay, there's a sparkle there. There, I've wanted to do that. I've wanted to round that out a little. Okay, good. And if I could lighten some of this, it would be better. I got a little stiff with the wire handle here. So this is ultramarine blue. It's lifting out very nicely. And I'm able to fix this rounded area and be happy about it. I'll come back a little later, but maybe I don't need to, but I'll refine that as I go. Yeah, see, this got a little stiff right there. Back to the ultramarine blue. I'm still moving my way up the jar, trying to be aware of that edge and those areas that come out from the jar. So I'm happy with that. There's that line. All right. Now let's just see if a little burnt umber. I'm thinking this might actually be the darkest part, my darkest dark. I'm putting this in here just to see if I like it. It looks nice against the vermilion. I'm happy with it. And I may adjust a little later with some more blue, but not right now. Let's let the brown do its work. I mean, it just has more interest rather than a flat background. I think I'll go back over here and see if this will take. Now it is dry, so this is ultramarine blue. But we're starting to pull together what we see. With I mean, isn't that kind of nice, just seeing all those colors? We'll see how it all turns out, okay? All right, back over here. All this, of course, has dried. And I'm able to put in more cerulean. So, starting at the bottom. There's a nice shadow here. Wow, it runs all the way up the jar. Okay, I have to secure the edge first, so we'll get to it. Here's more. This is the tabletop or what tray, whatever that is, coming through. There's a distortion there. And we mentioned the wear of this ball jar. So we don't want solid color. We want to build some texture. Maybe some cross hatching. We'll talk about that a little later. Working upside down is very pleasant for me during this part of the painting. So we're building texture as we go. This got a little wet, so we'll wait. But let's keep going all the way up. We can build texture. Soften. So we're working both line a little bit of cross hatching. Okay, so there is a strong line here. We're going to try to hang on to it. The point on my brush is really supporting the work that I want to do. So selecting a good brush is pretty important. I'm really just using the brush like I would a pencil. All of this work, by the way, will show through. There's some more line work in here. But it's really fun. Now I'm using the side. All right, we're gonna stop here. This is video 4, jumping back in to doing more work on the ball jars in the back and working upside down. So we're gonna end video 4 right here.